You're listening to Total Party Kill, in which a group of friends play Dungeons and Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode number 325, recorded in June of 2019, but released in December of 2021. This is Egg-Glass Angels, Season 5, Episode 4. New plan. Kill everyone.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill. I am your Dungeon Master, Scott McNulty. We are once again back on the blood-soaked sands of Athos. In fact, we are underneath the sands of Athos at the moment. Picture it, if you will, a dungeon underneath a monastery in a desert is where we find ourselves. We have just opened a door that has revealed tortured Umber Hulk to our brave adventurers. They are also... something I think I neglected to tell them. To their north, there is a gate with a lock on it, and behind that gate is a series of stairs that lead down. And these stairs are clearly well worked. They look ancient, but they appear to be in pristine condition. But when last we met, you had opened this door and revealed a large, tortured Umber Hulk, which is this kind of cross.
I want to know more about these stairs.
When you say
mint condition stairs,
are you suggesting that it looks like no one has ever walked down them or has not walked down them recently?
No, it looks like they are well. They're not dusty. It looks like they are.
They're well
maintained.
maintained.
That they're very. Oh, yeah. That's a better way of saying it. They're well maintained. Thank you, Dan.
I am Amlal is well spoken. That's all I can say.
So what do you do?
Did we back out of that room after we saw the giant tortured Umber
So,
Hulk?
Umlal, you have opened the door. You have seen this Umber Hulk has seen you. You have seen it.
Our eyes lock across a crowded room.
I'm guessing that is the test.
How many
of
eyes
which we
does
have
an
heard
Umber Hulk
spoken.
have?
An Umber Hulk has 4 eyes on 4 eye stalks. This Umber Hulk has had 2 of those eyes ripped out, so it only has 2 eyes. And also, another thing to note, Umber Hulks have large claws. This Umber Hulk's claws are covered in sheaths of bronze.
Okay, who speaks Umber Hulk? Can we make it our friend?
Hold on. Wait a second.
Do they
I have a
speak?
phone for this.
Is a language, and that is what the Umber Hulk speaks.
Okay.
Does this count? So I have an ability to cast a speak with animals. Is that work on?
I feel like that's rude.
This is a monstrosity, not an animal.
Whoa,
Okay, that sounds
that's
even
a
ruder.
judgment.
Yeah, animals.
It says the definition of that includes just beasts. Does this include it? Is this considered?
This is not a beast. This is a monstrosity. Okay. It's its own category.
All right,
Scott. Just a tactical question. It looks like the door that Umlal opened into the Umber Hulk is it like a cage holding area, home.
Yes. Oh yeah. Let me tell you what you see. I'll
but it
fully explain
looks like that door is not very big compared to the size of an Umber Hulk.
If you want me to tell
correct.
it something, I can telepathically say something to it. I don't actually need to share a language with it.
So Umlal, as you're looking, and I guess Shara probably can see in here, and maybe Zatasha as well.
I don't think I can from
possibly
this angle because I'm too far
Carlos.
south.
You can glimpse that there are iron bars that are separating the Umber Hulk from the rest of the room. The rest of the room has a floor that has loose red earth, so it's not worked. It's stone, but then it seems like some of the natural stone has been broken up, and there's kind of like a section of the floor that is just earth, and there's a column of natural stone in the middle of the room. And you can see, certainly Umlal and Shara can see that there's a sliding door there in the bars. And this is the Umber Hulk is behind these bars, and on the other side of the bars is this room. And I don't think anyone know where you're. Umlal, you might be able to see. Give me a perception check, Umlal.
Okie dokie.
So does it look like the door that Umlal opened is sort of like the back door to a holding cell? Kind of.
Oh, Umlal, you certainly see this. You notice, and with that perception check, actually, you recognize this staircase as being the staircase leading up to that central shrine that you met the priest with the 2 guards who was talking about a test that you could do.
Okay, yeah.
We could.
All right, so these are up. These
So
are
this
stairs
is
that are
the
going
test.
up. I see. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
we
that
could.
makes sense.
We could knock that door open. Let it out.
And so, yeah, to answer Erica's question, it does appear as though this is a back door into this cage that this Umber Hulk is in.
Just the Umber Hulk didn't make any movement towards me when it saw me, did it?
So this is we are frozen in a moment
Okay.
of time. You have just opened the door, and the Umber Hulk has just seen you. And the Umber Hulk looks as though it is not happy. So the question is, what would you like to do? Because it wasn't expecting you, so you can go for it.
should
Yeah,
Call
it
first.
would have cleaned up the place a little bit if it's
That's right.
Close the door. Amlo,
yeah.
close the door.
Put
Close
on
the
All
door.
right,
nicer
Close
so
the
house
door.
I
coat.
like slowly close the door.
All right, and the door, you close the door, and you kind of you hear a click as though it's designed to lock itself, and like a second later, you hear a large thump, and you notice a dent in the door as this Umber Hulk is hurling itself at the door.
Big monster in there. Seem
So-
unhappy.
Is it locked now? Can we reopen it? Is that possible?
I think it's
Is
just
it
locked from
open
the
from
other
your
side,
side?
essentially. So,
Yes.
so the thing
Okay.
can't get out, but we could get back in if we need
Yeah,
to.
you
But-
feel like you could open it again if you want.
Well, we already have an interesting diversion with the prisoners that we let out. We could pop open that sliding door.
Oh,
and-
sure. Send a tortured Umber Hulk chasing after all
Are-
the prisoners.
Are diversions
Well,
like
they have a head
lies,
start.
where one good diversion is better than two contradictory diversions?
Well, keep in mind at the top of those stairs are the 3 or 4 dudes standing guard over this test.
They also kind of
That's true.
deserve it, I
They
feel like,
they might
right?
enjoy a test of their own right now, and that might keep them off of the prisoners as they escape.
Do we want to try to communicate with it? Is
Yeah.
that what we're...
Well, let me ask you this. Is it possible that I could, if we pop... Well, I mean, is the Umber Hulk actively trying to break down this door right now?
You hear it kind of slamming itself against this door.
So that's a yes.
It may stop eventually. We could. you
I
know.
mean, if we could safely, briefly open this door, maybe I could mage hand the faraway door?
Although if
think
it
it's a
can
good thought.
just be opened easily, like with a mage hand, then maybe the Umber Hulk would have done it. Although maybe it
I mean,
can't
he
be
doesn't
opened
have
with.
hands. He has, like,
Yeah.
bronze-plated
Talons.
claws.
Well, look, I can knock it open. I can knock it unlocked, and you can move it with your hand. We can do the 1-2 punch on that if we want to.
Yeah, communicating.
We-
If there is a
we-
way to send it a message or communicate it that we want to help it escape or something, that might be a good.
It
way
might be good to have
I
a
can
little
do
bit
that
of
as-
cooperation.
Scott, you said it has a language.
It does.
Okay, that's all it requires. It has to be able to understand at least one language or be telepathic itself. So I can communicate to it. I can't receive messages from it. But I think we'll be able to tell.
You can
tell it we're gonna
stop
let it
hitting
go.
the door if you.
Send
I have
it
to- I have to see
messages
it.
of freedom and friendship.
Yeah, but I can only do that if we open the door again and I can see it. So it has to be line of sight.
I mean,
Just
how
a
likely
peek.
is it to be able to get through this tiny little door?
There's not like a little slot on the door, is there, that you can like
No.
slide open? Oh, dang.
Well, that's poor design.
Yeah, so how do you want to, how is the Umber Hulk going to let you into its speakeasy?
I would go to an Umber Hulk speakeasy.
Would you?
Yes.
I might.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. Just checking.
I don't think I would. So
I
what would you
mean-
like to do?
Yeah.
Or we could just leave this door shut and continue
Well-
trying to get up down those stairs.
I would recommend we at least check the status of this gate over the stairs and see if that's something we can easily open.
Yeah, maybe we should figure that out before we open the Umber Hulk door
Yeah.
again. Somebody who's perceptive should check out that gate.
I can take a look.
I have a
All
plus
right.
5.
I
Tell
will
me about this gate. 22.
I will. All right. The passage. This leads to a gate that's made of, let's say, chitinous bars that block the north way, secured with a chain and padlock. Behind the gate, you see these worn steps that look in perfect form, and it looks like just a normal lock.
Someone want to take a crack at picking that?
Yeah, I can.
I feel like you should always try it before I do because I'm not very good at it.
Well, help me.
Oh, I can totally help.
Let's see. So that was. Sorry,
So
I forgot
if-
how to do this. My proficiency bonus.
If you do the help action, she gets advantage. Is that right? That's how it works in
Yes.
5th edition? Okay. So there you go. I'm helping.
Okay, so it's my roll plus my proficiency plus dex?
Dexterity mod, yeah.
Okay, so that first roll then is a 17.
No. Wiggle your left hand.
Second roll is much less than a 17.
Oh, okay. I was wrong.
Excellent. Well, with the 17, you spend a moment fiddling with the lock, and it pops open.
Okay.
Excellent.
Right.
So we have a way out.
Or in.
Or farther in.
Yeah, so now these stairs descend down. You're already underground, so this goes further down.
As descending things often do.
That's
I
probably
just wanna
where
make
we
it
want
clear.
to go to find whatever the source of their nonsense is.
What is the source of this nonsense?
I really want to set the Umber Hulk free. I really do. Desperately.
And as you're
time.
it didn't take you a long time to pick this lock, but as you're doing it, you still hear the Umber Hulk kind of slamming itself against the door.
Maybe we go down, like peek on what's downstairs, and then come back up and see if the Umber Hulk has chilled out a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe it
willing.
has good hearing and can just sort of hear us shuffling around out here, and it will cool down if we go away.
Why don't I
like a
stealthily
plan.
head down those stairs and see what I can see, and I can telepathically report back to you guys?
Do it up.
All right, so give me a stealth check, Ketchka.
That is not a great roll. It's a 10.
All right, so you are going down. How many? So it's hard to tell the way these stairs are arranged. They're basically tunneled into the earth. And I'll reveal a little more of the, as you're walking down there.
Oh.
They go downward. You can't see the next set of stairs, so you don't know how deep it goes, but so how far do you want to go down? There's 1 flight, 2 flights, 3 flights, 4 flights, 5 flights.
Well, I'm going to just keep going down until I see an end to the stairs.
All right, so you descend about 15 flights of stairs, so you feel like you are...
You guys, Kachka's been gone for a long time. Should we maybe send somebody after her?
She's fine.
If Kachka's double moving, that's 60 feet, so she's probably been gone for...
What's Kachka's telepathic range?
Isn't it line of sight?
No, it's not line of sight.
No, it's
No, mine's line of
familiarity,
sight.
isn't it?
It's 100 feet of me.
100 feet, there you go.
Yeah,
So
mine's
you can-
120 feet, but it's only line of sight.
So at 100 feet, you say, I'm assuming, send a message saying, it continues going down.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Thanks for that.
So then maybe we go
You're
down roughly 100 feet because she got that far
That's
without
true.
running into anything.
So
Sure.
you're all gathered down on
Gonna
a
go
landing.
into the depths here.
Yes, and this is dark. It's not illuminated. I probably should have mentioned. I don't know if Ketchka has dark vision or not.
I think she does.
Yes, she does.
Oh, well, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah, I do too.
So you descend to the bottom of Ketchka descends to the bottom of the stairs, and she sees before her another tunnel that looks kind of natural, and it kind of natural, and it's spooky. It continues going to the north.
Spooky tunnels, my favorite kind.
Okay, so we've determined that there's stairs and a tunnel. Do we want to go back up and check on the Umber Hulk again, or do we want to just continue?
This is a good question.
I mean, because we do have all of those prisoners running around, and I kind of do like the idea of if we could communicate with the Umber Hulk, getting the other door open, the cage door open, and just sending it up the stairs to increase the havoc that's being wreaked.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, there were quite a few guards and whatnot hanging around up there.
Mhm.
I have a feeling once they notice that the prisoners are scrambling for exit, they're going to be coming down to find out who let them out.
Yep.
And it's if an Umber Hulk is rampaging up the stairs at the same time, I think there's more for them
Also-
to have their hands full with.
The stairs up from the Umber Hulk chamber led right to that kind of main room
Yes.
that was not far from the back door of the temple, so that might
Yeah.
be a quick exit as well.
Mm.
The challenge is this Umber Hulk has been like tortured and like something horrible has happened to it, it may be. I don't know how receptive it is to our help or motive.
Well,
it sees an open door. It's probably going to go through it.
Yeah,
The problem is if it's the door that we just opened.
I feel like we should, if it's not actively slamming against the door, I feel like we should take a chance on opening the door and sending it that telepathic message that it, that we're its friends and we're going to free it, and see if it responds to that before. I feel like that's our minimum, and if it doesn't, or it tries to charge us again, then we close the door again.
I'm on board for that, but I'm not the one telepathically communicating, so...
I'm also in favor of just letting it go. I don't think there's a downside to that. It's either going to stay locked up, or it's going to have... Either we have to fight it, or they have to fight it.
Yeah, if we could turn it loose on its captors, I think that would be great.
Number one.
I think that not only would that be great for causing chaos in this temple, but Carlos would say that freeing a creature that's been tormented and having it have a chance to destroy its tormentors.
I mean, it's effectively enslaved as the purpose of this test.
Yes, and Carlos doesn't like that at all.
Amlal is making a plaque to carry. So
all right, one way or another, we're going to have to open this door. If we open the cell door, we're going to have to open it because we're going to need line of sight. And if we communicate with it, we're going to have to pop it open. So I say we give it a go.
Yeah. So has it calmed down at all, Scott?
So how are you going to determine that?
I will try to be quiet coming back up the stairs. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Well, it's clear that it's not banging itself against the door.
Okay. Then maybe if somebody, bigger and stronger and tougher can open the door, I could stand right here and peek past them.
I will open the door so Zatasha can look through.
Should we listen and see if its captors have come down the stairs and are now in that room?
That's totally hypothetical, Jason. There's no way we could know that.
I realized that you could see that happening.
Yep. Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah.
Carlos's intuition tells him that perhaps
be polite.
It has alerted its captors.
I'll roll a perception. I got a 16 listening at the door to see if the Umber Hulk is still rattling around in there.
You hear the Umber Hulk whimpering, and you hear voices yelling things.
I relay this information to my pals.
Jerks.
So do we still want to
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I do.
All right. So I will. Okay. So I'm going to prepare. So as soon as Amwal opens the door and I have a line of sight to the Umber Hulk, I'm going to send it a telepathic message saying, "We're here to free you. We are the enemies of your captors. Please don't hurt us."
And I'm going to pull out my crossbow and be ready to fire if I see something other than the Umber Hulk, and have a good line of sight on it.
Steve, what are you going to do to blow that door from here?
I can knock it from there.
Okay.
It won't open it, but then Regdar can probably whip it open with the mage hand.
Let's do this.
I can actually. I could open it with thaumaturgy.
Now,
if it's
this
not
is the first, by the way, that they will have identified us as the source of the issues here. So
we're all wearing
everyone,
cloaks, though, right?
Everyone put your cloaks
and masks. Cult it up, everybody.
I assume you continue to wear your robes and masks.
Yes.
I feel like we probably have to take them off when we're having planning conversations, because otherwise it's like, which one are you again?
Well,
We do all blend.
You're all of varying body types and sizes, so it's not too
My
bad.
hair
never
is
guessed that it
purple.
was the suspicious bunch that was throwing pancakes in the mess hall. That's responsible.
But pancake troublemaking and releasing an Umber Hulk troublemaking are two totally different types of
really are.
troublemaking.
Why don't we roll initiative?
And since we are going to open the door, assuming we get the chance to actually open this door, is it possible that we can all basically ready our first action to go off at the same time once our
So the way that
initiatives
this
are
will
rolled?
work is we are rolling initiative. You will have a surprise round, so you'll go in
Got
your
it,
initiative
okay.
order, and they will not do anything, and then it will continue.
That is much easier. My initiative is 0.
I got a 21.
Oh, is that even possible?
Yeah,
got
it is
4.
if you have a -1 and you roll a 1.
Oh, I guess so. Now this initiative actually is perfect because Umlal, you go first.
Oh, man. I see what's happening here.
But remember,
I would
that
like
you,
to-
We have a surprise round.
You have a surprise round, so you
Oh,
are
okay,
all
good.
going to go first, and then they will go. Then we'll start again.
Can I stealthily open the door, just like a little bit, enough to give Zatasha the ability to see through it?
Give me a
I will do a stealth check. All right.
and you're going to open the door either way. So
Yeah, I'm just going to try to open it a little bit. I'm hoping that maybe enough is going on with the people who are in there that the Umber Hulk is kind of distracted.
Right.
And nobody's really looking at this door. 16 on stealth.
oh, I rolled a d12. That's not going to help.
Nope, you should
I
roll
think
that.
that's fine. I'm a fan. D12s are great.
All right. So the door is open just a little bit, and you can see that the Umber Hulk is kind of cowering next to the door, and on the other side of the bars, you see two. I would say two familiar faces, but you can't see them. Two familiar figures. The Black Earth guards. You'll recall they're wearing stone plate mail, basically, and they have. I think they have what do they have? They have morning stars, and they're basically yelling and threatening the Umber Hulk. And on the stairs, can you see that? Yes, you can. On the stairs, you see that priest that you spoke to a little earlier, just kind of watching.
I don't like any of these guys. That's what I recall. All right, I kind of motion to Zatasha that like thumbs
All right.
up. We're good to go.
Regdar, the door is open. You cannot see anything. You're at the. I'm assuming where your tokens are is where you are now. But if that's not true, you should change your tokens.
Maybe I'm a little bit closer to the door. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I guess I'm deferring till
you get to a-
after Kachka.
either-
'cause Kachka's
Yeah, we have
gonna knock.
a specific sequence we need to do here that we planned out beforehand.
And
Are these-
presumably, if we're in a surprise round, we can do that in more or less any order we want.
Sure.
Are these
So
10-foot squares here, Scott?
The grid is 5 foot.
So like
the squares
darker
on the
ones
map
are 10.
are 10 foot though, just to make it confusing.
Oh, I see what you mean. The larger squares.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it seemed to kind of looks like Roll20 thinks that the squares are 10 feet. So for
Yeah, it does
purposes
think
of
they are 10
measuring
feet.
stuff,
Oh, I see that.
No, half it.
So just divide by half.
Cool.
All right. Well, then, what order do you want to go in your surprise round? To make it easy, we'll just stick to this initiative when we get into the
Yeah,
non-surprise
that's
round.
fine. So I think it's me, then Zatasha, then Kachka, then Regdar,
Yeah.
and Carlos. I don't know. Carlos and Shara, I'm not sure. You guys are like backing
Your question
us up
marks. All right.
Yeah,
So
I'm fine going last. So
Zatasha is next. Is that right?
there. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily have to be. I'm just doing the communication part. Is that an
I
action
think
then
that's
to
do
use
that
telepathy?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we should do that before we start popping the door.
Okay. I don't. Then yeah, I will send it the message that I said. We're here to free you. We're enemies of your captors. Please don't hurt us.
All right.
We'll open the
Roll
door.
me.
I might have my aura sight up if that makes any difference.
It may. I don't know what it does, but
I have advantage on insight checks. So if I need
okay.
to see what I think
So
this thing is doing, I got a
that
good
may
shot
help.
at it.
Give me a persuasion check.
Sure.
I've checked. It's a novel by Jane Austen.
21.
All right. Well, you can send a message to the Umber Hulk, but you cannot understand what the Umber Hulk says, right?
No, I could make an insight check with advantage to read its body language, but
Sure. Give me an insight check. So, reading an Umber Hulk's body language is very difficult.
even with advantage, what is my insight?
The fine nuances of Umber Hulk body language is difficult. The
He's
general
hungry,
broad
but
strokes.
Also
it's a 14.
14. So it's hard to tell what this Umber Hulk is thinking, and if it's kind of cowering in the corner there, or against the wall, I should say, and it hasn't changed. It doesn't. I will say it hasn't kind of swiveled and looked at Umlal with murderous intent yet. So
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
Always a
Umber
plus.
Hulks are from Mars, Amber Hulks are from Venus. It's hard to tell them apart.
all right. So and then was it Ketchka next
sure.
or Regdar?
It worries me a
Kachka.
little that this thing is cowering, even though there's nobody in the cell with it, which makes me suspect that
these are its tormentors.
It might not come running out immediately if we open the door, but so we may have to do some follow-up work.
Well, then we'll kill these guys.
New plan. Kill everyone.
That is another option, yes.
There's always a plan B.
Slavers and torturers. We could kill them if we need to.
All right, so Ketchka, what are you doing?
I guess I'm going to knock that door open. Or unlocked, I should say.
So you're using the knock spell.
I am casting knock.
All right.
Upon that gate.
So a loud, obvious knock reverberates. A knock, yes, not a...
Presumably not going to worry anybody who was just hearing this thing bash against the door.
No, but the people who are in the room will hear a obvious knock, and someone who knows something about the arcane arts may realize what's happening. Knock is not a subtle spell, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. We're not a subtle party.
I was just thinking.
Just making it clear.
Subtle?
All right, so
is that what page is subtle on in the player's handbook?
It's spelled
Has a B in it.
SUTTLE.
Can't find it in this tiny.
so it unlocks.
Oh,
because
okay.
It's a knock spell. I know it hasn't succeeded every time you've used it, but generally 98% of the time knock works, and it worked in this case.
We want Regdar to push the door open, right?
All right, Regdar, run in there.
Do I have to run in there?
No, you were going to mage hand it, weren't you?
That was the plan.
Yeah, I'm going to use Mage
I don't
Hand.
know. Oh boy. Mage
yeah.
hand. You know, Tony talks about how players always want to use rope for everything. People who can cast Mage Hand always want to use Mage Hand for everything.
They do.
Of course,
Well,
if you don't
I
have
will
to
tell
touch
you-
anything.
Yeah, you know what? A floating magic hand is more versatile than a piece of rope. Regdar crowds up to the door next to Omlal
Says
and
you.
Bite your tongue, sir.
uses Mage Hand to push open the doors to the tortured Umber Hulk's prison.
So Regdar is an intelligent fellow, so he notices that these doors don't push open; they are on tracks.
Sliding doors.
They
and
slide.
You
sorry,
slide.
Well,
open.
you can push something that slides.
Yeah,
So
you're
do you
pushing
want to push
along.
it?
I want
which
to
way do you want to
slide
push
it.
it? All right.
He wants to open the door.
He wants to push it along its tracks.
Yes.
You know, I can't count the number of times I've tried to push open a sliding door and
Free
just
the
thought,
beast.
can't be
Free
opened.
the beast.
Well, that's why I
Sorry.
said
Free the monstrosity. Free the monstrosity. It's its own class.
Mage Hand. These are very large doors, and Mage
they heavy
Hand.
doors?
They are very heavy doors. So you try to move it with Mage Hand, and they move just a tiny, maybe like a quiver, but they don't move. They don't open.
Shoot. See,
So you know
I
they're
knew I
not
should have
locked.
tried thaumaturgy.
I back up and allow Presta to do. Not Presta.
Oh my gosh, he's back.
The blue
Alright.
one. The blue one.
Yeah. I get out of the way.
All right, so Zatasha, I feel
Well,
like.
I mean, I
No.
don't.
I think we've already.
Yeah, I already had
Oh,
my turn.
Shara.
I
It's Shara's
talked
turn.
on my turn.
Sorry.
All right, I'm running in and opening the doors.
Yeah,
Oh,
so is
no, what?
and so is Carlos.
Oh no, you guys!
We're gonna run in and push those doors open. This has
All right,
gone
well,
pear
so-
shaped, but we're gonna do this.
So
Shara, that's an Omlal move. What are you doing?
Shara goes first, and as you walk past the Umber Hulk, it looks, well, it's hard to tell when an Umber Hulk is confused.
Hard to read body language. Hard.
But you can tell that it is confused because it doesn't try to attack you as you walk
Okay.
past it.
I was hoping.
You're still in the hallway. Shara, you easily open the doors. So now, Carlos, if you want to go in, which you have already done,
No,
but,
well then,
but the doors are
I was
open
gonna
now.
follow her. If we're not going in together, then I have just seen her open the doors.
Yes. All right. And then, so that is, Shara, that's your move and an action if you have a minor action or something you'd like to do. Or
Do you have enough
reaction.
move to get out again, or no?
yeah.
Where was I?
You were,
like-
let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think you
No.
did 30 feet to get
Yeah,
there.
I've used that's my move.
Okay. So you're standing there. The doors are open. You've. I'll say that you slid both of them open. So
Okay.
there's. It's wide open for everybody. Carlos.
And nothing. Nobody's reacted yet. This is just all happening very suddenly.
This
Boom,
all
boom, boom.
happened in like less
Can I-
than 10 seconds.
Can I see those priests?
Where are you? From where you're standing,
Like in the
you can
doorway. I've just
see-
let her go past me.
Umlal's in the doorway.
right.
You can see one of the guards from where you are.
I can see one of the
That
guards.
guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I am going to attack him with Ray of Frost.
What?
Just because he's a jerk. And I miss.
You do miss. So your ray of frost hits him in the chest, and maybe it frosts up his stone breastplate.
He just feels a
but
draft, basically.
He just
Man,
feels a
these
little
things are
chilly.
so hot usually, but that's nice. It feels good.
He sighs a happy sigh.
All right. little cooling draft there.
And I think so. Everyone has gone on the surprise round. Carlos, do you want to
Believe
move?
So
No.
Okay, I'm just saying you can move after doing a ray of frost.
Nope.
All right, Umlal. So we've got your plan has maybe worked. I don't know. Shara has rushed into the chamber and opened the doors. You are standing on the threshold. You could reach out,
has
touch an Umber
at this
Hulk.
point kind of lost sight of the plan.
You would be
Haven't
both
we all?
Umlal.
Just to free the Umber Hulk. And let
Well,
the
yeah,
Umber
but
Hulk
now
rage.
Shara's in the room and he's a little worried about that. So
run in and grab her and take her
Attack
out.
the bad guys or take her out. Yeah. Show the Umber Hulk we're on its side. Take off our
Yeah, I was
masks
thinking
and
about that.
kill the guys.
Is that how we're playing this? All right, cool.
I don't wanna take off my
He's
mask.
a barbarian. I mean, yeah. Well, I don't know. It seems weird. Anyways, he's gonna run in.
Oh, okay. Where is he going? So
He
now
will run.
you have
try to
full
run-
access to the entire room here.
Okay, he will try to run past. Let's see. He'll try to run past Shara in here and around to this guard up here.
All right,
And,
that's
He will. I guess
that's 30 feet.
I will rage. I can run 40 feet
All right.
because I'm fast.
Apparently.
And I'm very fast. I guess I will do a rage. Sure. And I will try to beat this guy with a greatsword a couple times. Let's see how it goes. Together. 21.
21 will hit. Your sword hits against his armor and it chips a little bit.
I'll take a second attack. That's a 15.
That time it glances off the armor harmlessly.
He will take a total of 18 damage.
All right.
And
And he is surprised to see you here.
Yep. And yeah, so I did that. That's what happened.
All right. And he is also, I will say, pretty sure you're not a cultist.
What?
How can he be? He can't be as certain though.
That's why I said he's pretty
It
sure.
takes all kinds here in the cult.
I throw a pancake at his face.
You just Olaf has stolen
I
a
kept-
stack of
You're
pancakes.
Of course, I kept a
Pancake.
stack of pancakes.
That's for
Oh,
range.
it's
That
Silly
does
question.
sound like Amwal.
I withdraw the question.
Scott, remind me, are these guards hooded and masked as well?
The guards?
Yeah. And
The
priest.
guards are wearing plate mail, full plate mail that's
Okay.
made of stone.
So they look distinct from
Yes.
us at this point, even though
They
we're
do.
hooded and robed. All right.
The Umber Hulk, it's the Umber Hulk's turn. Whoops. It is, well, let's see. What'll it do? It's very confused.
Can I be like, fly free, little buddy? Go, run this way.
Right
it's
through
gonna
me.
move further down here.
Yeah, I don't
Aw.
blame it. I really don't blame it.
Just gonna hang out there.
Yeah.
Regdar.
I feel like there are things I could do that would create more chaos. There are things I could do that would create. No, that's really about it. I don't know. Got suggestions, people?
I'm fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think Shara
I
has her
moved-
fighting stance on.
I moved
yeah.
to the doorway. I am going to target the cultist to the south of Shara and Amlal, and I think it's time for some magic missile.
Okay.
da-da-da.
So the other guard.
Yeah, the other guard.
All There are 3 cultists that you can see.
Magic missile, pew pew, zip zop. Let's see. That is 10 force damage.
All right, so the magic missiles slam into this. They go through his visor and hit his eyes.
Oh no!
Oh no, he needs those.
And he does not enjoy that sensation.
Yeah. Okay.
Not like the Ray of Frost, is what you're saying.
That's right. He is not a fan.
How come there are 2 numbers on the magic missile? We've probably talked about this before, but I'm always confused.
We talked about this before, and I don't remember.
I thought it was
One
like
of them is
total of
casting
18.
at a higher level. See at the top where it says higher level cast.
If you cast
That's
it at a higher level.
Yeah, if you clicked a button to cast it with a
I
higher
did.
level scale
I
slot.
cast it at level 3.
So it should be 18
that's,
points?
That's why you do a total of 18 damage.
Oh, okay. That seems much more reasonable. Okay, 18,
right.
not 8, or not 10, Scott. So 8 more.
Yeah, because
all right.
I think it generates additional darts right at a higher level.
It does.
Yeah.
All right, so that guard is going to move up next to Umlal, and they're going to attack you, Umlal. So they have these morning stars, and they're going to attempt to hit you 4 times with their morning stars.
Okey-dokey.
Let's see if they can do it. They take mighty swings.
Good morning.
Oh, good lord. 16.
That will hit.
How about 14?
Nope.
Okay, so
16 is my armor class, so yes, that would hit.
Okay.
If it's anything lower than that, it did not hit.
All right, everything else is lower than that. So one of them gets a hit in, and you take 5 points of piercing damage as the spikes of the morning star hit your flesh.
I am raging. I take 2 points of damage.
There you go. 2 points of damage. You're like, whatever. Shara.
You call that morning star? It more like night star. We're
That
dark
actually sounds more
and
badass.
I don't know.
Oh, the guards are very confused.
Good work.
More like daytime moon, right?
Barely see it.
Shara, you're standing in an open door, trying to decipher these taunts.
Okay, yeah. All right, so I am going to run in. Actually, one whole step in.
It was a run step, though.
It was a running. Yeah, it was quick. I am pulling out my rapier of wounding.
Oh.
So the thing with this
What do you
is
do
hit
with that?
points. I wound.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wound, Steve.
excellent.
Really wounding it up.
Hit points lost to this weapon's damage can only be regained through resting, short or long rest, rather than regeneration, magic, or any other means.
I think that you're just going to kill this person, so that will not come up. But I will make a note.
And then once per turn, I'm just going to read this, even though it might not matter. Once per turn, when I hit a creature, I can wound it, and at the start of each of their turns,
takes more damage.
it'll take 1d4 necrotic damage for each time I've wounded it. So if I hit it
All right.
6 times, it'll take 64.
And I will ask you to keep track of those wounds for me.
Yes, I have a pile of d4s now, so I will do
Excellent.
that for sure. Okay, so come on, Rapier of Wounding. Does a 12 hit?
A 12, your rapier of wounding, you extend it, you're very excited to use it,
I'm
and it just kind of
too
scrapes
excited.
against his armor.
Yeah.
It's rapier
Okay.
scraping now.
All right, well, I can disengage as a bonus action, so I'm going to do that and step back to where I was.
All right.
Hello.
That was super thiefy. Or roguish.
I am
so,
roguish.
Umlal and Shara see the priest that you saw earlier. He waves his hands, and then he runs up the stairs very, very, very quickly.
Oh dear.
Oh, no. So, can I shout that to everybody?
Sure.
Okay, I shout that to everybody.
Oh boy.
Carlos.
Oh, I was going to get that guy. Shucks.
We got 2 guys here. Feel free.
Well, you could run up the stairs behind him.
That's a Carlos move.
Seems like a funny thing to do. Carlos,
Kill the one guy before he gets 15 other guys?
Yeah, Carlos is
Yeah.
going to run over here. Well, yeah, I mean, I could. You want me to chase after him?
He was moving very, very fast. Like unhumanly fast or just fast?
Or did we just see him flee up the stairs?
Like, could you see his legs, or like a cartoon where it's just like a blur underneath this?
He was moving. He was like running at full tilt up the stairs.
Did he
Just
yell
running,
zoinks?
not like magically expeditiously retreating?
He was. One might say his retreat was quite expeditious.
Ah.
Zoinks.
All right, Carlos is just going to come over here and hit this guy then. Because, it's a classic.
Excuse me while I hit this guy.
15.
Carlos, you attempt to hit that guy, and your scimitar bounces off its stony armor.
All right, then I'll do it again. Okay, look, one of my attacks worked. At 26 to hit.
26.
And
does
so
hit.
he gets 8 damage.
All right. So was that I don't know what FTS stands for.
That's
Is that a
that's
dagger?
the flame tongue short sword.
All right. So you stab him
Yeah, everyone
in the
everyone
back
knows
with
that.
your.
It's
Yeah,
right
sorry.
there above it. It says scimitar and flame tongue
all right.
short sword.
Sheesh. There's so much to keep track of.
That's just SOP, man.
Yeah,
WTF.
get with it.
So Carlos, you have managed to wound this, or further wound this guard. Kachka, you're in the hallway or the corridor. There's an open gate in front of you and inviting stairs down.
So inviting. If I
are
were
pristine.
to send out some telepathy, is that my action, or would that be just a bonus or free?
I will say that's a free action.
All right.
Oh man,
Yeah, she
No,
used
that's
hers
good.
as an action.
that is good for you.
But that was a surprise round, right? So maybe you could only do one thing anyway? I don't know. I'm just... Okay, so I'm going to send out a quick telepathic message to the Umber Hulk, because I also have noticed that I have this mention that any creature within 100 feet of me that can understand a language...
Arthropod.
Is this an arthropod? Like
It's a cross
creature?
between an ape and an insect.
Oh, cool. My brother. All right, so I will let it know. It's all right. We're here to help. You can take revenge against your captors, and we'll help you out with that.
All right.
And...
Give me a persuasion check.
okay. That is a... Hang on a second. Tiny text. That is a 23.
All right. Once again, Umber Hulk body language, very difficult. It is cowering in the corner now, though, so it doesn't look like it's threatening anyone.
Okay.
I know you wanted
I'd
to
rather
threaten
it
the other
threaten some
people,
of these
but-
guards.
Yes.
But okay. And then, since I have an action left, I will cast some vicious mockery on this guard to the... let's make it the guy that's sort of cat-a-corner from both Amlal and Carlos, this fellow here.
Okay, because that's the only... You may not even be able to see that guy from
I
where
may
you
not.
are.
Yeah, it's a good point.
So are you going to
So
move somewhere? If you stand in front of the
Can I- okay.
Zatasha, you can see
Yeah, I'll
it.
step into the doorway here.
Yeah, you can see. Now you can see both of them.
I'm kind of a doorway bug anyway. That's my favorite place. I feel most comfortable here.
Yes.
All right, so viciously mock this guy, and
Sarah, I forget, is there a saving throw or
it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
all right, let's see how wise this guy is.
Who's
Oh.
more wise than a cult member?
They make terrific life choices.
Probably the cult leader.
No, that's true. I'm going to guess that I probably need to roll more than a 3.
You
to
do.
succeed. All right.
All right. So
He is-
he will
he is-
take
Don't
5
mention
psychic damage,
the armor.
and he is also at a disadvantage in his next attack roll before his next turn. So if he
Oh, okay.
goes
Before
after
your
either
next
of
turn.
my pals, he's going to be at disadvantage.
I gotcha. Excellent. Zatasha.
Did it look like all of that damage, that psychic damage, went through that Kachka did?
So it's difficult to tell when psychic damage goes through.
Is he crying?
He
I could make an insight check with advantage.
Does he
Make
look
an insight
viciously
check.
mocked?
give me that
Does he
insight
look
check.
hurt? He's like, you're in
my
a cult.
Never mind. I
Oh,
rolled a 2 and a
burn,
3 on
I
the
am
die,
in a
so
cult.
it's
So
probably like 6.
You don't know if
I'm a guard in
it
a
went
cult.
through.
Okay. All
My
right.
parents
You know
never
what?
loved
It's
me. I
work.
sought refuge in a cult, and they gave
You're
me
in a cult.
place.
Call your dad to come pick you up.
You apply to be a priest in a cult, and they say, "Well, how about being a guard in a cult?"
Yeah. Can you fit
right.
into this stone plate armor?
Why is it all bloody?
Okay, I have a procedural question. Can I take 2 bonus actions instead of a bonus action and a regular action?
You can.
No. Really? You
You
trade
can
down
swap
to a
out
bonus
your
action?
regular action for 2 bonus actions.
What? This is news.
Why not? You were going to get
Wait,
a bonus
so-
action anyway, right?
Yeah.
So wait,
can
you can
demote
trade
your
your
action.
regular action for 2 bonus actions, meaning you could do a total of 3 on a turn, or
No,
do you just mean you
just
could
get
just do okay?
one
got it.
additional. You basically trade
it.
your regular action for a bonus action, and then you get your regular bonus action.
Okay. I'm just on the chance that we run into these types of guys again. I'm going to use a bonus action to do an assess foe. So I'm going to use a couple side points to analyze the aura of one of those guys. So I guess it'll be this guy because he's the
South
one that
guy.
I can see the easiest. The one in the south. So let's see. I learn its current hit points, all its immunities, resistances, and vulnerabilities.
Okay. His current hit points are. I have to. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. His current hit points are 8. His. What else do you learn about him?
I learn his resistances.
He doesn't have any.
And immunities.
He doesn't have any.
All vulnerabilities.
He's vulnerable to anything a normal human is vulnerable to. Death.
And
okay.
extra vulnerable to commitment and hard work. That's
Mockery.
yeah.
No,
He
he's
does not have-
really good at commitment.
He did really? I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, I guess
He's committed to
He's in a
this.
cult.
He's in a cult. I don't know. Is it? Okay, never mind. We don't. This is not cult talk. But tune in afterwards for the 1 hour of cult discussions we'll have.
All right. Okay, then that is
You get a sense that these are just dudes in
just dudes
stone
in
plate
armor.
armor.
Okay. All right. Well, I feel like that in itself is a valuable enough thing to know, so we don't have to worry about
dudettes.
using magic weapons on them or anything. And then I think as another bonus action, I am going to switch my psychic focus over to Mantle of Command. And because I didn't use a move during my turn, I can use my reaction to allow any ally to move up to half their speed. Just seeing if anybody looks like they want to actually move anywhere. But probably Shara, if you want to move anywhere, you can move up to half your speed. Technically, I'm supposed to choose the path. But okay, so if you want to come back to the door, you can do that. I will say that. But you don't have to. It's not required.
Can I go halfway to the door? No, I'm okay. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. All right. That is it for me.
All right. Oblal, when you're not busy scouring the internet to prove me wrong, what are you doing?
I'm taking 27 bonus actions. All right, 2 guys. Do I have any sense of whether or not these one of these guys is more hurt than another?
Give me an insight check.
Sure. I'm very insightful.
No. You do not know if one of them is more damaged than the other.
Fine. I will hit the guy up here because I think I hit him before.
Yes, that is the one you've been hitting.
I will keep hitting him because I'm angry. I don't like him. I mean, I guess I don't know him, but 18, does that hit?
An 18 is exactly what you need to hit.
Cool. Let's try again. 27, does that hit?
No, you need exactly an 18.
Weird. All right, I'm gonna re-roll. I'm gonna use my Savage Attacker to re-roll the weapon dice for that second attack and see if it's any better.
Oh. Do
It's
it.
much better. So he will take a total of 19 plus 16, or 35 damage, I guess.
All right, so you swing your sword twice. The first time you connect solidly, blood spurts out of his shoulder, then you follow it up with another swipe and you cut him in half.
Nice.
I think I overdid it.
He is dead.
Cool. All right. That's great. And is there anything else I can do? I guess I sort of turn, like heaving, like with my sword, like
You are
dripping
covered
blood.
in blood.
Just turn to that guy in the next and sort of like stare at him.
Oh, and he says, "Why can't you trade in a regular action for a bonus action? It seems to make perfect sense."
I don't make the rules.
It is the Umber Hulk's turn. Let's see what it wants to do.
See, Omel,
is
you should have
very-
turned to the Umber Hulk after you cut that guy in half and said, "Huh? See?
See, it's fun.
Eh?
I'm busy. I still got a second guy to cut in half.
Yeah.
Then I'll have 4 halves.
Yeah, but we know that other guy only has 8 hit points.
That's true. The Umber Hulk is kind of shambling towards this door. Or maybe it'll
Trying
shyly
to, like,
go over there. It doesn't look like
sidling. It's like sidling out while we're doing
it's
this.
just it's just very confused and
He's-
scared, and it doesn't know what to do.
Want to see what's going on?
I think we got to clear out the guys who look like it's tormentors before
Yeah.
it's going to be
Regdar.
Like us.
beeline.
All right. Well,
You're
so we
kinda
have not done very much
Peeking
damage to
around the
this.
doorway.
Yeah, peeking around the doorway. I will cower in this. I'll move into the Umber Hulk's little cell, and actually, you know what?
Mhm.
I will even move up behind Shara, and I will toss a
What?
orb of acid at that guard that we have not totally destroyed yet. So, well,
Over my head, or
he can do a DC 16 Dexterity save to avoid taking the minimum damage Acid Splash can do, which is 2.
Well, he tries to step out of the way, but an acid splash
Oh,
splashes on his boot.
Gets right in his boots. Oh, he
Yes.
loves those
Oh, no.
boots.
2 boot damage.
2 emotional damage for losing his favorite boots.
Not those boots.
My bootlaces. They've come undone. No. Also,
Think
my
about
back
the
is
decisions
cut in
that have
half.
led to this
No.
moment, cultist. Repent.
This cultist it's his turn. He is, well, there's a 50-50 chance of who he will hit because there are 2 people. So he turns to Carlos and swings his Morning Star twice. And let's see. Ooh, a 16 I think misses, but a 23 certainly hits Carlos.
23 hits Carlos.
So Carlos, you feel this Morning Star hit you in your chest, and it pierces your armor for 5 points of damage.
All right.
Shara,
Okay. Well,
you've got an Umber Hulk standing behind you. Don't freak out.
so I'm going to keep an eye on the Umber Hulk and kind of step away toward just like I
Slowly.
don't want to make any sudden movements, but also I want to kill this guy. So
Unlike-
whatever that looks like, I'm doing that.
Unlike the last round where you ran that 5 feet, this round
That's
you're
right.
just kind of
Step.
slowly stepping gingerly.
Yep.
Okay.
It's all about the Umber Hulk, really. I'm doing this for you. And I pull out
great.
my Rapier of Wounding, and I got a 13.
All right, it misses. This armor is really tough. You scrape another scrape on its chest plate, but
Okay. And then I'm going to disengage and take a couple steps back.
Hey, wait a minute. That guy that attacked Carlos should have had disadvantage on that attack roll.
Okay.
Bum.
Well, he still hits though.
Does he get his
Oh,
5 hit points
okay.
back?
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm not getting those 5 hit points back. Oh, well.
And so,
Sorry.
as soon as Shara steps back, the ground rumbles a little bit, and the stairs collapse.
Ooh,
Which ones?
fancy.
The ones in this room?
The
Now,
ones
how
in
do we
these
get the Umber Hulk out?
You can go the other way.
Carlos.
I mean, is the cavern that they were coming through filled with rubble, or are the stairs just messed up?
So it's like the staircase has collapsed. Well, you'd have to examine it to see more detail, but the staircase is no longer there.
I killed
And
that
now it
guy.
looks like- Go ahead.
No, 27 to
attack.
hit, 11 damage. I kill that guy.
That guy is dead.
Okay. Now what?
There is a door on the other side of this room.
And I
correct?
turn to the tortured Umber Hulk and I say, huh?
We will be out of rounds unless you attack the Umber Hulk.
No.
Nope.
No.
All right.
Can I check?
That would be ridiculous.
Well-
Okay, I'm gonna come check
So
the
there's
staircase.
a door.
Yeah, I want to check
all
this
right.
door.
Umlal's going to check the door. Shara, you're looking at the staircase. So it looks like the stairs have been designed to collapse in such a way to make it very difficult to climb back up.
So it's
you
a
look.
Slide?
It's like a slide, yes.
Oh, okay.
And
rubble
you
slide.
see at the top a very familiar room, that temple that you were in, the first room you came into in the monastery. Umlal, you are standing at that door. It is. Let me just make sure.
If we're out of
That
combat, I
door.
feel like what we should just do now is go out that back door and down the stairs and let the Umber Hulk figure out what he wants to do. On his own.
Well, I think Umlal, are you opening that door?
Yes, I would like to open it and peek through.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
I want to
You
know what's there.
see
There's a
Doesn't
room
the
there.
pass-
Passageway.
a passageway.
Okay. Good. Job done.
You don't really know where it goes, but it's a passageway.
So what's our plan?
Let's go down.
Yeah, let's go down,
Downstairs.
leave the doors open for the Umber Hulk to shamble away and do what it wants.
Probably
Maybe,
can't
there-
get
maybe you
through
could
these
send
doors,
a
can it?
telepathic message to the Umber Hulk telling it to go through the caverns and
another
find
exit.
another way out.
Mm-hmm.
Is there
You can
some?
get to the surface.
Is there something we can do? Like, can we mess up the tracks or something so they can't lock it again?
Sure, if you spend, I don't know, let's say 10 minutes, you can break up that door. You also know that that priest is aware that you're down here, so
Yeah.
you may not want to spend 10 minutes, but you can
I don't
totally do
wanna
I
it.
spend
don't
10
want to
minutes.
spend. I definitely don't
I
want to
think we
spend
should
10
we
minutes.
should leave the doors open and go down. If the Umber Hulk wants to follow us and become a friend of ours, then great. And if not, it can just shamble away.
Yeah, and also
And I
it's
will
I
definitely-
forget. What do we know about Umber Hulks? Like, do they burrow? Is releasing it into the tunnels, like returning it to its natural habitat, or no?
Give me knowledge, nature, or arcana.
I'm gonna pick Arcana if it's up to me. 14 Arcana check.
All right, so you know Umber Hulks are...
Tell me about these monstrosities.
They are evil horrors from the depths of the earth. They do like to burrow. They generally try to ambush people, innocent people, and kill them and devour them. They have a power that can confuse people, but this one seems to not be able to do that. And you know that generally Umber Hulks have 4 eyes, and this one only has 2, so you can posit that perhaps the cultists removed the 2 eyes so that its confusing gaze would no longer work. You also notice that they have encased its claws in this bronze, and so you can figure out that maybe it can no longer burrow, and that's why it's stuck in here.
Oh, can we take those off somehow? Or is that like molded to the claws?
You would need to get closer to the Umber Hulk to figure out if you could take it off or not.
All right, I'm going to
It's
telepathically
a little bit like
tell
taking
it.
a splinter out of a lion's paw. It's dangerous.
I'm going to telepathically send a message saying if they'll
But the
allow me to get
benefits-
close, I may be able to fix your claws.
Tony, I think you took the wrong message away from that story. The
Never
lesson
do
is if
that.
you see a lion with something in its paw, run away.
Be careful.
Well,
Hurt animals are unpredictable.
That's true. If you see a lion, I think generally you should run away.
Yeah. If you see a lion,
Like,
it's already too
Not
late.
if you're a mouse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But then you'll want a cookie. It's all very confusing. Give me a persuasion
no.
check, Steve.
Okay. And I also am going to take off my mask and my hood to reveal that I'm also insectoid
The big reveal.
in hopes that it will...
I, too, am Umber Hulkish.
that is a 16.
It does not appear to really want you to come close to it.
All right. Can you just mage hand those things off?
You want to give it a try,
or
Natasha?
pull them off with rope? I don't know.
Use a mage hand to tie rope around it. Which you could do. That is a good use of mage hand.
I will happily send it a telepathic message saying, if there's another way out, through these tunnels, but I don't have anything that can remove, somebody who's had their fingers bronzed, basically. And I don't want to spend too much time on it, so I'm kind of like, everybody, we should get out of here.
Get out of here.
Well,
Tell it
am
that
I
it's
close
free.
enough that I can identify if it looks like something that can be removed?
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Okay. I'm not that perceptive, so it should go poorly.
I've
and that's a
noticed.
1. So
No.
I mean, I
will
feel
look
like
from the
they're
doors.
probably. I was just assuming because they're bronze, they're pretty well fixed. It's not like
Yeah.
they just put oven mitts on it and that we just need to pull off.
I got a 16.
Probably not.
Bronze oven mitts would be terrible.
To defeat
And
the
yet,
purpose.
a traditional 10th anniversary
All
present.
right. Well, I say let's go, and then we can check on it again later, hopefully.
All right. So what are you doing?
I'm
Right,
gonna
down the stairs,
Yep.
folks.
We're getting out of here.
let's
That's the
yeah.
unlock.
Leave the door
Leave the door
open.
I'm gonna
open.
switch I'm switching my my mastery over to mastery of air.
Is there
Okay,
any
so
way
you
this
are-
thing can get through this door?
Well, it's very large and strong, so you imagine it could probably force its way through if it liked.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
Hopefully it does that.
Bye. Nice to meet you.
So you're all descending down the stairs?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so you descend down the stairs, 250 feet, which is several flights of stairs. You end up in kind of a natural corridor that goes for, we'll say maybe half a mile. And then it turns into, once again, a worked passage with stone. And you see, this is where you are.
Blackness.
It's very dark.
You are all the way in the upper
Oh, there it is.
right-hand corner.
We're way up in the upper right-hand corner.
Oh, hey.
There we
how's it
are.
going?
Hey, buddy.
And so that's what you see. You see a corridor reaching out to the west.
Scary
Reaching
corridors.
out,
And,
touching me.
That's right. It's Neil Diamond is here. He's been trapped.
Bop, bop,
I
bop.
attack.
I assume this sigil in the upper right-hand corner is just flavor for the map.
That is just
It's delicious.
delicious flavoring.
Tasty.
Sigil.
So you are. Let me explain what this corridor looks like.
Ooh.
Corridor.
Stately Wayne Manor.
The ceilings are 15 feet high. The corridor is worked
First thing
stone.
I always do when I look at a corridor is, how high do you think these ceilings are?
And as I'm going to assume that you're going to turn
Well, it
the
is
corner.
important. You're a very tall man.
As you
true.
turn the corner, you see that the passage leads to a subterranean chasm spanned by a zigzagging 10-foot wide stone bridge without railings. The bridge links tunnels leading north and south. The chasm floor is 50 feet below as you look down, and it consists of a jumbled mass of boulders. To the west, the chasm narrows and continues for some distance. And as you stand on the precipice of this bridge over this yawning chasm, a wind ruffles your hair, and you think, adventure or to flee?
Adventure!
Flee.
No!
And,
Fladventure.
What will we
little
choose, Scott? What will we choose?
something that I have not planned for, no doubt.
Always.
And we'll do that on the next episode of Total Party Kill.
Thank you!
Thank you!
Thank you and good night.